All right, it is Saturday, June. What the fuck is it? July. Saturday, July 11th, 2020. I'm taking Aaliyah for a walk again at night. It's my first time doing that in a minute. So that's kind of, I don't know, that feels different. I don't know, I might want to get a concealed carry permit or something so I can walk around like I'm Yosemite Sam around the neighborhood. I'll grow one of those twirling mustaches and wear a cowboy hat. I feel like the people in this neighborhood would trust me far more if I was always wearing a cowboy hat. And for some reason, I feel like they would like that a lot. Regardless, I don't even know what I want to talk. Usually, I think about like a topic, something I wanted to, like a point, and I don't really have one right now. I'll probably delete this one. No, I guess I do have some. This happens all the time through this podcast from what I'm seeing, and that is things clicking. It's strange how when you're working on when you're learning a skill, things will click, and then they'll click more, and they'll click harder. So like I know I talked about talking with KJ a long time ago when we first actually like talked comedy, and him describing putting a seed in the ground and then letting the tree grow and branching out. You're painting a picture essentially. And the idea of how to do that is clicking more. It's not there all the way. I'm still super fucking clunky with it. But just this idea of like going into my mind's eye, playing this movie in my head, and then describing what I see in the movie it's slowly clicking more. It's slowly working better. I'm getting better at it, and I can feel it. I know I said it in other podcasts. Every time, like, I won't be around KJ for a while. I'll just keep doing my thing, keep working at it. Every time I see him again, it's that much easier to interact with him. It's that much easier to go back and forth. It's that I understand concepts a little better. There's always at least a little bit of growth that I see. And there's gonna be years and years of this shit, but I don't know, I got something to lose. I'm happy. So yeah, that's good. It's clicking. It is clicking. And I've definitely developed this skill set of being interesting to listen to. Like when I'm out on the street, it always turns into either an impassioned TED Talk or like a sermon with a lot of cursing and ass-eating jokes. When I'm on the street, but especially when KJ's not there, like I veer into that lane, and I think what's happened is I found a groove and I feel comfortable there. I feel real comfortable with taking things to a serious note and being able to enrapture the audience just through raw passion, really. When I don't know, it's man. Actually, when the film or when the special comes out, I think you'll see it a little more. That's a lot of what I've been doing on the street, where I'm throwing in a little bit of jokes, throwing a little bit of humor, just trying to, is less than I'm throwing in jokes, more than I'm just trying to keep things a little light. Just try to add a little bit of levity so that it doesn't get gratuitous or too depressing. It's pretty gratuitous. I say nigger gratuitously in the special. Spoilers. But this new skill of it clicking is, I think, going to help me a lot with going on the street and keeping things lighthearted. Like sometimes I have trouble thinking about what to talk about that's not COVID related or depressing or whatever, or cop related or racial related. Like I'm trying to be able. I need to have the skill and the ability to keep the ball rolling on the street and still keep things light and still be playful and fun. And when last time KJ came out with me, I was able to roll with that vibe a little better. But I don't know if I would have been able to do that on my own. Before he showed, I was there, and we were there, I was there from like 5 p.m. till, I want to say like 9:30 maybe. And he was there for maybe an hour and a half. So I was there for a while, and by the time he was getting there, I was getting into those topics, but I wasn't shouting about it. I wasn't getting over dramatic. I could have, and I know how to do that now, but I wasn't doing that. I was just talking about it kind of nonchalantly. And it was still engaging for people. They're still entertained, and they're still paying attention, but it wasn't, it was calm. It was calm. I was in control. I was thinking through what I was saying. I wasn't just spouting emotionally. And what is it, Aaliyah? Would you want to go this way? Aaliyah's decided she wants to go a different route than normal. Yeah, so I definitely, I'm building that comfort in not being so dour, not having to get so aggressive and passionate about things to still be interesting to listen to. So that's good. I think it was really good. I definitely think it's going to add some diversity. No, it's diversity. Diversity. I'm saying words, right? Diversity words. It adds versatility. There you go. It adds versatility to my arsenal, I guess, my tools when I'm on stage. I'm really glad, really happy that I decided to, no, Leah, we're not going, no, sorry. She wants to go to the rich neighborhood so she can see the giraffe again. And we're not doing that shit. I'm staying far away from that fucking neighborhood right now. No dogs, though. That's weird, right? I'm not hearing any dogs barking. You thought I was the mailman, the way all the dogs would be barking before, and now it's just like eerie quiet. Which now is making me see, the grass is always greener, guys. Have we learned something? Did the ACMM teach you a little bit about life? Happy little trees. What the fuck was I talking about? Aaliyah, come on. What are you doing? See, she's jumping in bushes and shit. Anyway, so yeah, that skill of being able to take it to a dark place. I mean, Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle. His ability to take that shit to a dark place and then make it come back. I think that I definitely have the skill to take it to that dark place. I have the skill to bring out that passion, to keep people engaged, even if it's not funny. And now I need to sharpen that tool of it being funny. And I know I'm doing comedy backwards. I'm Benjamin Buttoning stand-up comedy. I know it, and I know that it's like, I would imagine, I don't know, if there's any other comics listening, fucking you're not gonna talk to me about this, but I would imagine most comics, most people that want to get into comedy, their initial thing is like, I need to be funny. And obviously that's, I did the whole joke structure thing. I did that for a really long time, and I focused on that, and I got good at that. But there was always this intention of not being, not funny, but not being, I don't know, not being funny in a standard sense, in a classic sense, not being funny. Like, that wasn't my intention. My intention was using the structure of comedy to take things that are not at all funny for me, and then making them funny and palatable and engaging to just any random audience. So I think that mentality has served me well, is now I've developed these skills, and now the people, I know how to be funny. Like, I know how to tell jokes. I can do all that material, all that stuff. But now that I think I've really found a groove with this whole dour, passionate, divisive nature of things, I need to build up those tools of just being funny, being lighthearted, joking around, having what is it? Not consistency. Well, consistency too, but having endurance is another thing I noticed when KJ was on the street with me. I lose, and I mean, granted, I'm out there for much longer than he is, but still, I can tell, even if he was out there for the same amount of time I was out there, he would have the endurance to keep the lightheartedness going, keep the joking going. Whereas what I've noticed with myself is when I'm out there and I lose that energy, when I get tired and when I get down, or when I get, like, I'll get into a groove and then I'll be aware of the groove that I'm in. And then it throws that groove off. I get depressed, I get weird. And, you know, again, I don't lose the audience. They seem to enjoy it very much. And they're really engaged when I do that. But I need to develop that humor tool. And then when I think when I can have that consistency and that endurance of just being funny and lighthearted, I can start balancing and playing with going dark and going grim and going passionate and then swinging right back into funny and humorous and lighthearted, and then mixing the two. It's just gonna take time. It's gonna take time and energy. And part of this mentality that I have right now is I was going to go buy bullets. Hey guys, did you know that it took me 4 hours to get fucking bullets? Yo, okay, I don't think I could become a gun person. You know those people that take pictures and shit, and the type of dude or type of gal, type of lady that would have their profile picture on Tinder with them holding a rifle, I could never be that person. I do not have the personality for it. My dick is way too big to be doing. Oh shit! I make myself laugh. All right. No, I went to yo, man. I've been around more gun people, and the mentality is so fucking dark and disturbing. Some of these people I've met are very reasonable and responsible. You can tell, like, they have no desire to ever want to have to use their gun. And then some of these other people, man, I've been meeting that are just so fucking scary. Like, they really want to use their gun. It feels like they walk around and they just envision themselves in that scene in the Matrix, the airport scene. They just want so bad to walk through one of those metal detectors and it go off, and in slow motion they take off their jackets and they wear their cool, sleek black sunglasses, and then they fucking murder a bunch of people. Okay, I'll give you an example. I was buying bullets, and I was chit-chatting with the dude behind the counter, and I was talking about how, like, yeah, you know, I want to go shooting, I want to practice, I want to make sure I understand how to use this thing so I'm not, you know, so I don't put myself or other people in, I guess the whole point is to put other people in danger when they're putting you in danger, but you get the point. And so he was like, that's really good that you're doing that. You know, most people just buy the gun and buy some bullets and they just leave it in their house and they never pick it up and actually shoot it, which also scared the fuck out of me. Because that means all these fucking good guys with guns that everyone's talking about don't practice. If John Wayne missed every shot, he wouldn't be fucking John Wayne. Like, you gotta practice with the thing. So apparently that's a thing. Apparently a lot of people buy a gun. Yo, I'm sure you saw whoever you is, saw that couple during the protest that were passing in the big mansion where the husband had like a big, I think it was AR-15, and the wife had a little Men in Black cricket gun that she was holding like a teacup. Her just limp ass wrist. I shot my gun. I shot the revolver at a shooting range, and you better put both fucking hands on that thing when you shoot it. It's gonna fly out your fucking hand. It's gonna fly out your hand and then land in the bad guy's hand and then shoot you, because that thing has a fucking kick to it. And this lady is holding with his limp ass wrist. It's like one of the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy actors. I don't know what you call them. Hosts? What are they? That's not a game show. Regardless, I was surprised. I was like, oh, that's really disturbing that a lot of people are buying guns and are never actually understanding how to use it and practicing with it. And I said something like, man, that's really dangerous because this is like a tool to kill people. And he said, I don't really look at it that way. By the way, nice guy, really nice guy. Here's how you know I think someone's a nice guy. When I don't affect a ridiculous Southern accent, that's how you know I'm like, that person seems reasonable. I've not been to many places in the South, and I know that I need to go down there and stop being a judgmental piece of shit. But for now, I'm picturing hillbilly shit every time I think of the South. Hillbilly shit or King of the Hill, regardless. He said, I said that like it's a tool to kill people, and he said, I look at it as a tool to stop tyranny or to fight tyranny. And it's like, what fucking weird cognitive dissonance did you just experience in front of me? Are we even having the same fucking conversation? Like, why are you, just be honest, it's a fucking tool to kill. That's what the fuck it's, I don't know. See, this is what this is what happens when I'm on the street, by the way, is I start thinking about a thing and then I veer off into it. And I think now I have more skills to make it at least kind of humorous when I veer off in that place. But oh, we're good. No, but I just my head veers off in this like complainy headspace or whatever. So I got to get control over that, at least when I perform. Fuck was I saying? I was saying words. I was saying sentences. I was saying statements. The skills, yeah. So keeping it lighthearted and just having those skills to ping pong back and forth and mix them. I know over time I'll develop them, but it's like sometimes I get antsy, like I get in a rush. I get in a rush with all of this shit, man. Like I was talking with KJ about it too, that now that I'm now working, I'm even when shit goes back to normal-ish or whatever the fuck new normal is, assuming that the world hasn't ended and I still have a job or whatever, I'm not gonna work as much. I'm not gonna take jobs where I'm at a school all day. Fuck that. That's crazy. My existence was fucking crazy. And so I think putting myself in a space that is relaxed more is going to help. It's going to help me stay relaxed. It's going to help me be able to be lighthearted on stage. It's like when you're in a bad mood all day, there's only so much positivity you can drag out of your soul and bring on stage. Weird. Hold on. Regardless, I'm building those tools, and that feels good. It feels really good. And the things, I mean, I was saying it before, saying it in other episodes, keep saying it. It's weird, man. Like things click harder. I already knew, like, okay, your mind's eye or whatever, but it just clicked harder. And I think I talked about this in another episode, but whatever. If you're new here, I remember, I don't think I told you this. I don't think I said this story. I had that mind's eye thing, that little movie in your head, I had in a really vivid way as a kid. I remember being in, like, if I wanted to see a movie in my head, if I wanted to visualize things, it was super easy. It's really, really easy. And then I think what happened is, like, over time, everything bad happened. I don't feel like talking about all of it. I talk about it enough on stage. I'm being positive, guys. I'm staying woke. I'll never sleep. You get that fucking Benadryl out of my face. Sativas only. I would have, like, these really vivid images in my head. And then over time, when I was young too, when I was maybe like, I'd say about 7 or 8, maybe 10, those images started to morph into something dark, like really dark, really disturbing, really unsettling. I remember one time I was not dreaming. They think they call it invasive thoughts. Is that fucking so weird? I think they call it invasive thoughts. So if you know what I don't know, Google invasive thoughts. basically, from what I understand of it, is like just an idea or a thought will come into your head and you have you didn't control that, or you didn't make that. It just pops up. It's a little pop-up ad for your brain. And I remember being in my grandma's house in my room. I was not sleeping. I think when I talked to people, I said I was dreaming, or when I tried to explain, I said I was dreaming, because it was so disturbing, but I was not sleeping, at least not to my memory. And I got this image, this idea, it was so fucked up and creepy, of my grandmother coming to the door. It was like a silhouette type of thing. And her head, did some exorcist shit. She stood there, her body was staying, she was a full owl circle. And it freaked me out. It scared the shit out of me. And I remember ever since that moment, the images were, stop, obviously, what's the word? The pop-up images, the invasive thoughts or whatever. Invasive thoughts didn't stop. My imagination didn't disappear, but it got dulled. It got really dulled, and it got fuzzier, I assume, as a defense mechanism, so that shit wouldn't happen again. But now it's so frustrating, because that mentality, that ability to do that, is really good for comedy. Now I'm coming to realize that ability to envision clear thoughts in your head is really good for comedy. And now I have to redevelop that skill and tweak it and fix it and make it not horrific. So that's what I got to work on. But I think the fact that it was there from the beginning as a kid, and then it just got fucked with, it got poisoned a little bit, probably not a little bit, probably a lot. It's a pretty disturbing image, I'd say. But because that skill got poisoned, now I just gotta, suck the poison out. Is that how you? Oh, hold up a second. More dogs. Okay. So anyway, I had that skill naturally. I naturally had that skill, and it got fucked up because all this stuff. And Aaron's gonna complain about the past. No, I'm not. Fuck you, Jeff. Eventually somebody named Jeff will listen to this. Fuck you, Jeff. I'm not gonna get depressed. Not gonna get sad about it. I'm not gonna make excuses, nigga. Ain't no excuses up in the hood, nigga. Up in Riverside, nigga. Ain't no excuses, cuz. Nah, it is what it is, man. I'm here now. I'm happier than I've ever been in my life, and things are clicking more. I'm moving forward. Not gonna give up. So I'm not gonna dwell on the past. It is what it is. But now that I'm here, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix it, and I gotta make it a useful tool rather than a hindrance again. So that's what I've been doing. I think it's been working. It seems like it. It seems like, my when invasive thoughts come in, I can go in first person, and when I need to go into third person and then see that little movie screen, I'm able to do it a little better. It's, slowly but surely it's clicking, and so that feels good. So this one was a little all over the place, I guess. God damn, this neighborhood's so creepy. I guess in short, it's getting there. It's getting there. The advice that KJ's given me over the past year slowly makes more and more sense and clicks better, clicks better, faster, easier. Those images in my head, I just need to wrangle. I need to clean up. I need to fix, and I need to get. When I'm out doing street stand-up, I need to have the ability to stay lighthearted. I can go into my little moody modes, and I can do that whole passionate bullshit or whatever. I can be the emotional person that I am. But at that skill and the technique and just the ability to keep it light is really important. It's really important, and that's a skill that I'm going to work on. So I guess that's about it. If you know one person that you think would enjoy this, share it with them. Cool.